Hello and welcome to City Beat, your central source for news and information from the city of Rocky Mount. I'm Tamika Norman, Public Affairs Manager for the city, and today's show is all about the Twin Counties Visioning Project. We're going to let you know exactly what it is and why it is so significant for you to get involved. And today we have Robert Beeman, who's the chair for the Community Partners Coalition, as well as Quincella Bunn, who's a committee member. So first and foremost, Robert, let's start with you. We've heard about the Twin Counties Visioning Project. We've seen it on the internet and the Telegram and some of our other media partners. Tell us exactly, for those who really don't fully understand it, what is the Twin Counties Visioning Project?
There are three co-chairs, actually, one from Edgecombe County, one from Nash County. I serve as the Nash County co-chair, and one from the city of Rocky Mount. Sue Perry Cole is the co-chair from the city, and Donald Boswell from Edgecombe County. And we serve as a part of a coalition of people, 8 from Nash County, 8 from the city of Rocky Mount, and 8 people from Edgecombe County who are part of this coalition, who are being asked to lead this visioning process for our community and for the area. I was in church on Sunday, and I had 2 people who grew up in Rocky Mount, and each told me what a great city this was to grow up in. They grew up here in the 70s, and they both expressed concerns about the city today and the community and what was going on. And I also remember hearing Judge Robert Evans and Thurgood Baker, both who grew up in Rocky Mount and both who have gone on to great distinguished careers, talk about what a great community Rocky Mount was in their days of growing up here. And we all want the same thing. We want a great place to live. We want a great place to work. We want a safe community. And the real purpose of the visioning process is how do we recover, renew, regenerate our community to be one that is a place that people really grow and feel safe and can get a great job. That's what we'd like to do with this visioning process. How do we get there? So the visioning process is engaging our entire community, Nash, Edgecombe, and Rocky Mount, with the process of what are your dreams, what are your aspirations, and how do we get those?
That's very good, because I think a lot of people think that when you say Twin Counties Visioning, you're just talking about within the city limits of Rocky Mount, but you're talking about the entire region as a whole. But I think a lot of people are interested as well as how this came about. How did this visioning project come into fruition?
Well, in 2010, I think it was Fortune magazine did an article on different communities around the nation, and Rocky Mount was in the top 10 most impoverished communities, the Rocky Mount DMA, which is Nash and Edgecombe counties. And so that led to our community leader saying, we need to do some things. And so they brought in Dr. Johnson from Chapel Hill to do a study, a competitiveness study of the area. And he identified a number of areas that if we would focus in those areas and work in those areas, we could have a great community, and we could overcome some of the challenges that Rocky Mount and the 2 counties face. One of them is a huge economic issue. We've lost 10,000 jobs in the last 10 years in this community. That has a huge impact in every way. And of course, we have safety issues and education issues, and so all those combine to give us a reason to want to hope and work together to build a great community. And so that was the genesis for this Twin County Visioning Project.
Okay, and this isn't something that just started, that just got underway. For people it is, but this has been in the works for quite some time. And Quincella, like I said earlier, you're a part of the Community Partners Coalition. Tell us exactly what that is and what your role is with the Twin Counties Project.
Well, as a part of the coalition, we are here as citizens in the community who come together to kind of guide the process for the whole community, and try to engage other members of the community to participate, because it's not just for those who are involved with the process, but it's for everybody. And one of the things that I think is really important is to get people to realize that we're doing this for everyone, and this is something that we want to make Rocky Mount, Nash, and Edgecombe County better for everybody. Because if you're living here, you want it to be nice. You want it to be somewhere you can be proud of. So you should, get involved with the things that's going to make those things happen, so that our town will become better and stay better over the years, not just for us now, but for our children and grandchildren, so it'll continue to prosper.
Okay. One of the quotes throughout this process has been, the best way to create the future, or the best way to predict the future, is to create it. So I guess that's where citizens and participants come in as well. But tell us about the whole process, how it works and how study circle groups are formed, things of that nature.
Well, as a committee, we came together to try to throw out some ideas about how we needed to guide the process, along with SKIO, the consulting group who's helping to guide it. And, we came out with ideas about what we saw as problems or issues and concerns throughout the region. And we want to take it to the community, to the citizens, so they can also give in their input. So we're doing study circles where the citizens can participate and join in, and where they'll meet in different locations throughout Nash, Edgecombe County, and Rocky Mount, and talk about the issues and discuss them with the facilitator, to discuss the issues that are concerning them. And those study circles will then report their information back to us, and that will go into another stage of kind of, putting it all together and figuring out, where we need to direct the efforts and what needs to happen. The official project got started in November of last year, and it's scheduled to wrap up in November of this year. But we're taking it, one step at a time and seeing how it's going, and we're hoping to have the study circles completed by midsummer, and then we can go on and get all the information and do what we need to do to try to get a vision together, so we can put it in place and actually start implementing some of those ideas to work on making the area better.
Okay, so we still have time for people to get involved, especially for those study circle groups that are already formed, like churches and sororities, fraternities, etc. Now, how many study circle groups do we have currently, and how many would you like to see?
I believe currently there are maybe about 10 study circles, which is maybe about 100 people involved. We had initially hoped that we would see 800 people involved from both counties and from the city. And so we really do need everybody, because we're all in this together. We need everybody to participate in the study circle process. And the study circle process is sitting down with 8 or 10 other citizens, talking about your dreams, your concerns, your aspirations, and it probably would be someone that maybe you're already connected with, a group you're already connected with at work or at church or in the community. And if you could put together a group of people, you could go to the City of Rocky Mount website or the Nash or Edgecombe County website and sign up as a group. And so we would encourage you to think about maybe your relationships and your connections, and put together just a small group of citizens who really are concerned, who really want to make a contribution to our area. And we need more participation. We really do want to hear from not just 80 or 100 people in the Twin County area, but we need to hear from many, many more people. So we would encourage people for there's a second round of study groups that are going to be starting the 1st of June, and those would be 4 1.5-hour sessions, maybe once a week for 4 weeks, or a half-day session, maybe from say 7:30 to 2, and they could be the study circle could be done in a one-time setting, one-day setting, or over a 4-week period. So we do need you to sign up, to participate, to come and be a part of the study circle process. And what will happen following that will be town hall meetings. And the town hall meetings will engage a broader part of the community to say, okay, this is what's come out of the study circles, this is what people are saying their concerns and their dreams and their aspirations are, and then how do we take those ideas and thoughts gained from the study circles and gained from the town hall meetings to develop strategic initiatives for our area. And that's one of the things that's encouraging in this process for me, is to see these two counties and to see the city working together. we are not going to improve our community unless we all work together. And so that's across every racial boundary, every church boundary, every governmental boundary. We all have to work together to find the solutions that will make us a great community.
Okay. And for the person who's still like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to get involved, how is this process convenient? How can you make it convenient for them? And why is it so important for them to be a part of it?
Well, any individual can sign up by going to the Nash, Edgecombe, or Rocky Mount governmental website. If you'll just Google Nash or Edgecombe or Rocky Mount, and you'll see on the website Twin Counties Visioning Project. And you can sign up as an individual, or you can sign up as a group. And so we would encourage, it's an easy process to become involved. And they're trained facilitators. About 100 people have been through. Quincella and I have been through the facilitator training process, and each group would have a trained facilitator to lead them through the question and answer process of defining concerns and dreams and visions.
Okay. And the good thing about the study circles, or one thing that attracted me to it, was, hey, I can form my own group of people that I know, so I don't feel intimidated going into a group of people that I don't know, and I'll feel better sharing my thoughts and my concerns as well. So that's a good thing to know too.
Absolutely.
So for both of you, where would you like to see Rocky Mount stand within the global economy once this is done?
Well, I think that it would be great if we could be, nationally recognized as a city where, people want to come to, where things are happening. People want to come not just to visit, but they want to, relocate here, that it's not just a city that people in Eastern North Carolina know about, or people hear about it nationally if something negative happens, but, that someone, outside of North Carolina, someone off of the East Coast would say, I heard some good things, about Rocky Mount and about that area, and, there's, opportunity there, so, they will at least consider Rocky Mount as a place where they would, come and raise their families, or, come and work, and do what we want to do here as, lifelong citizens. We want other people to come and feel like, okay, this is a great place to be, and there are things here that I can, use for myself, for my children. It's in a great location where we're not far from colleges and universities. So I think, we are already located in the best possible place. The weather's great most of the time, and we don't have a lot of severe weather going on, and we're just regionally in a great place where we're located not too far away from attractions and like I said, schools and universities. So I would love to see Rocky Mount in this area become a place where businesses will want to say, well, let's relocate there because the people are there and it's a great place to be, and we can thrive there, and the people will want to stay, and we can find great employees to come in and do what we need them to do, and it'll be a long-term investment and not just short-lived situations where people are in and out.
Okay. Any final thoughts?
Everyone wants a good job, and that was one of the things that made Rocky Mount such a dynamic place in the past. There were lots of good jobs. As I mentioned, we've lost 10,000 jobs in the last 10 years. And so we've got to create an environment that we have great companies here, large companies, and we have a lot of great jobs. We just don't have enough. And so we want to do everything we can to encourage those great companies that are here to stay and to add to their workforce. And we want to encourage new businesses to come to the area because this is a great place. Quincella said regionally located. We're in probably the best spot in the region in terms of highways and access and connections to Raleigh and the coast and going north and south. So Rocky Mount has so much to offer, but we need those good jobs here. And that's going to take, when people look at, do I want to locate my business here or my plant here or keep it here, there are a number of things that determine that. Is it a great community? What are the schools like? What is the workforce like? And so we have to build a workforce, an educational system, and a community that's safe, that when people or evaluating, business executives are evaluating, is this a good place to locate? They would feel, yes, it is. And so we've got to see those things happen. A lot of things happen in the areas of education, developing jobs and entrepreneurships and business, having a great workforce, and having a safe community. And so those are things we all want. But it's going to take all of us working together to make that happen. And without that, then we will not see our area achieve what it could and what we would hope for and dream for. So I would say it's going to take us all. It's going to take us all to be involved in this process all the way through, and not just this process for the next year, but a continuing commitment to our community to really build it into a great community.
Okay. Well, thank you both. And we're still, like you said earlier, we're still looking for participants. And we want to thank you as well for tuning in to another edition of City Beat. If you're interested in joining, definitely check out the website, which is on your screen currently, or you can contact Bev Harrelson at 252-972-1332. We're encouraging those already formed study circles, churches, fraternities, sororities, schools, etc., to get involved with the Twin Counties Visioning Project. I'm Tamika, along with Quincella and Robert, and this is City Beat.